karibu sana. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel where you can get to watch more powerful and impactful videos. Also join us on the comment section, on the chat section. Chat us up. Tell us what you think about the topics of the day. What insights do you have about the topics of the day? What's your favorite meme for the day? And let's have an amazing time. So let's get into today's episode. Hello Firebrand Nation, welcome to this episode of FNN. This is the place where we tackle cultural issues, giving them faith-based insights. So if you're new here, karibu sana. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel where you can get to watch more powerful and impactful videos. Also join us on the comment section, on the chat section. Chat us up. Tell us what you think about the topics of the day. What insights do you have about the topics of the day? What's your favorite meme for the day? And let's have an amazing time. So let's get into today's episode. Welcome to Firebrand Nation. I'm your host, Firebrand Michelle. It's amazing to have you guys back with the amazing panelists on board. It's been a while, 2 weeks too long, but here we are back with a lot of energy. There was a lot of noise behind the scenes. We had a very, I don't know, let them first introduce themselves, and then I think we'll just jump directly to that. You know, I wasn't sure, but I think that would be the topic of the day. But let me start with the only gentleman in the room. Introduce yourself.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name Joshua Joe. And kama kawa, kama dawa, I have to compose myself since I'm the only gentleman in this set. So I have to really compose myself and try to be more logical in this set. There's much about me, of course. And as usual, my social media handles are Joshua Joe. In all social media platforms. There's much about me if you want to know what I do, how many pairs of shoes I have,
the shirt,
my closet,
what's your favorite color,
my favorite colors,
your favorite brand, your favorite
meal, music,
the gift you'd like,
the gifts that I like. Please, all social media handles: Facebook Joshua Joe, Instagram Joshua Joe, Twitter Joshua Joe, and YouTube Joshua Joe. Kwanza kuna kitu mpya pale YouTube. Get there and Joshua Joe and see something new.
Awesome, we'll talk about that a bit later. Firebrand Antonio. It's taken 2 minutes. His introduction is taken 2
what
minutes.
do you say coming after that? When probably you go to my name is Antonia Ngaiwa.
Questions of book. Yeah, it feels like that. But let's summarize in 2 minutes.
Mimi niko only na Antonia Ngaiwa, counseling psychologist, enthusiastic about it, not interest, not
practicing.
I am practicing in a different way, but I also do therapies. Holla at me if you want one-on-ones. And I'm about to do very interesting things. Nitakuwa sasa najiintroduce na titles. For now, let's keep it at Dr. Antonia Ngaiwa and Firebrand. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Can I get a witness?
Sawa doctor.
Firebrand Junior.
My name is Firebrand Junior Sims. Antonia has said she's a counseling psychologist and one who counsels her. So I am a counselor for counseling psychologists.
Well, counselors need therapists need therapists.
Yes, I'm a therapist. I am a firebrand. I love the Lord. I am a minister of the gospel. I am a biochemist.
Enthusiast.
On paper.
Anyway, I'm a biochemist on paper, yeah. And then the rest, zitakuja zikijijaza.
You are fashion stylist.
Oh, yes.
On paper.
Oh, no. I thank you, I'm a fashion stylist. I style this artist right here. Please.
And you say on paper.
They're just saying on paper.
I'm a paper. I mean.
Wow.
Okay. Pinocchio. Okay, Pinocchio.
Yeah. I like what Jesse says. What men lack in behavior, they have it in the audacity.
Oh, wow.
So that's the audacity.
Violence in this cold Monday. Jackie Chan.
Guys, as I told you when I was beginning my introduction, I'm the only gentleman in this show, and I have to be very composed and logic. So
the fact that you have to keep on saying it, but anyway.
It's okay.
Wow.
Anywho,
Without further ado, let's hit the meme section.
okay.
You want to do it for us?
We'll do it with Firebrand.
Okay.
Na sasa ni wakati wa
Firebrand, should take it away.
Let's take it down. The first meme. Are you really an introvert, or were you just ignored every time you used to talk and now you just prefer being quiet? Why must you hurt me in this way?
that's cruel though. You're only cruel.
It's a good one. This is a good one. The people are not introverts, only that they were ignored every time they talked. And now they think they are introverts, but they are not introverts.
For further consultancy, and
But have you met sanguines who really have to be had? Hauwezi mweka chini. So regardless, I don't agree with this thing, but anyway, ni meme.
Tunawajua wale watu waongeangi.
Cancel us. Counseling psychologist.
Akienda kusema kitu ana nyamaza
Kama mshuma.
Bas, kama sigara.
Violence.
no need to add more next week.
Let's go. Firebrand.
Okay, why men were baba? Why do us men find it so hard? Why do us men find it so hard to cheat in relationships? Why?
I mean, why? Why is it so hard? Why do we find it hard
To cheat.
For me, it is the audacity to even come up with this
I
meme.
know.
The audacity around the meme.
I had to read it twice. I did a double take
should
to
I?
confirm that maybe so
What?
You know that's what
Why do you
made
find it hard?
like it's like why? Because like the way society has made it, actually you should be cheating, but now you're finding it hard, so you're asking yourself why.
Avenye siku hizi upepo ni kali, mtu anapulizwa tu anajipata katikati ya relationship ya mtu. We.
Jana kuna msali ambaye na understand kwa nini mtu sema unataka jiko.
Oh. Yeah.
It's not me. It's just the words on the street. Next thing.
Kuna mimi mingine hapa ya mzai fulani hapa. Ati wameanza kutesa wababa. Women.
Wababa.
Wameanza kutesa wababa.
They learned it from the best. The teachers walifunzwa na teachers vizuri.
Lakini wababa wanateseka hapa nje.
As Rudy says it,
Men are trash association.
they keep to the garbage.
Lakini
And women get it better.
unajua garbage huenda kutupwa wapi? And there was silence.
It's genuinely connected.
So kama if men are garbage, so
it's
you can tell who is the dustbin. But anyway,
Oh,
sorry
no.
for another day.
Oh, no,
So,
basically.
let's no. Let's go to the nurses. Let's go to the nurses. Kindly.
Let's get it really straight.
I say that today I'm the gentleman here. I have to make this show become a bit logic.
So, since we came out of men, and women multiply everything. So, if you're the rib, so kama unakwanga na umama, ulitoa umama wapi? Tafakari hayo. Let's get to the nurses.
Nurses. Nurse ashai kuambia nini? Yaani huwezi sana. Nimelemewa sana, so nilikuwa natembea kama nimeshika ukuta, akaniambia, "Haya, kuja panda hii spider."
Wow.
Spider-Man.
Hey, but
When you watching Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
but nurses are good and are bad at the same time. You get a good nurse, you're good.
Yes.
You get a bad nurse, manze.
You will leave.
Manze.
I think they say so many things that you might not really, let me use it loosely, utu kufa. But very loosely.
Unaumwa, mimi naipata pale hospitali Kenyatta. Mgonjwa anaumwa, unasikia nasa anasema wewe nyamaza. Nashinda ukilia hapo.
Alafu, I think I've had a conversation with a doctor. Akaniambia ati like when it comes to pain, tuseme, and you cannot really give them that strong painkiller, and you really know there is no way I can actually help you to relieve that pain, so you have to endure it. So what can they do? What I have kusema to such words.
Yeah.
Like kukua, like they seem like they don't care, but because how do they?
Yeah, a friend of mine and us told me that what they try to avoid is attachment with patients. So the only way sometimes to detach from the patient is by
Being
trying
cruel.
to be cruel to them.
They really don't.
I think there are better ways. I know.
Yeah, not all, but some.
Yeah, not all, definitely.
Yeah.
Anyway. Next week.
To the next meme.
This is my best, hands down.
Wakikuyu wako wapi? My country people, my county people. My Kikuyu people are out here like, it is not just cold, it is... it is lile. Well, I'm telling ya.
Because they are happy. Where did we go wrong?
Bado umeipata Mkikuyu ameomoka akaenda majuu, lakini bado amelelewa pale Murang'a ama Mathioya, lakini amesomea kwa primary, high school na akaenda ka college pale Mathioya. Alafu sasa akitoka Mathioya akapata chance ya kwenda United States of America. Akaomoka akapata ile
The accent.
akapata combine the Kikuyu
And the accent.
and the American accent.
Disaster.
Yeah.
Like something before.
I'm telling you, this the government.
It's very beautiful.
But see,
I mean,
we can't really blame them. We can't really blame them.
Simanga
The
pray.
harsh conditions and
Praise the Lord
the
Jesus.
environmental harsh
Hallelujah. Pray. Let the name of the Lord be praised. Somebody praise the Lord Jesus.
Okay. Parents, he 4,000 who last 1 month. Students after 1 week.
Camera. Tripod. Na to lights to wheel.
Mtakuwa sawa.
Itakuwa sawa.
hiyo 4,000 yenye mlinipatia nilitumia kulipa madeni
Madeni.
kwa nazo.
Hata haikufika 4,000.
Imagine, na bado kuna deni zingine nafaa kulipa.
Si atatuuza basi zote.
I borrow Stacy's word. What you lack in behavior?
Hey.
Audacity.
Lazima ukompensate.
DS3.
Lazima.
D3.
Na kuanga hivyo. I think that was the last meme.
Okay, hands down. What was your best meme? Let's do a rundown before we get to the discussion of the day. Let me start with you, Jane. What was your best meme?
Nas.
Spider-Man.
Nas and Spider-Man. Nas, yes.
Actually, there was there was one more meme. One more meme.
It's okay.
A few minutes after your death.
Facts.
Oh God.
This is
African funeral.
Chai.
Na kuambia. Yani inakuanga umetoka hivi burial. Ile kujibonda tunajibonda, especially my people from Western and Nyanza. Hey, I'm telling you.
Afu ipate ulikufa kwa watu wako broke. Suddenly.
It's raining.
Suddenly. I went to one of the funerals in somewhere in Nyanza, and immediately we finished, I saw food that I've never seen, like variety of food that has never been even in the weddings. Kuna mbuzi, kuna ng'ombe, kuna kuku, chicken, kuna like every type of meat, fish. Yeah, it was there. I was like, wow, is this a burial or is it a...
They call it celebration of life. In your absence.
Must be nice.
In the absence of the person who...
Must be nice because it's the family that has to incur all those costs.
Yeah, right.
It's very nice to celebrate. Really.
Hey, normal.
So good.
So let's bring the earlier discussion that we had. It's actually, I know February repeated, but it's okay. It's fine. It's okay. Valentine, it's fine. By the way, guys, I was thinking, ule mtu lana fanya contract ya baridi. Wow, this is the best contract. And raining baridi as it is. All other contracts don't usually work. Like here, this time ya baridi.
Kuja kwe Mkenya.
Ni Mkenya.
Hiyo kusupply baridi. Baridi inatoka hapa tu chini. Hapa Limuru hapa. Kuna boa hole iko pale kando. Unataka baridi ya pesa ngapi? Nairobi. Mnataka baridi ya kilo ngapi?
I don't know watu wengine sijui wako like different parts like Naivasha or whatever. You know I've got to go to sleeveless.
Masaimara, kuna joro.
You to Nairobi or what's happening? You're like, Lord, how this
Red zone. Siko COVID.
Quarantine zone ya baridi.
Manze.
This is too much.
Okay, so we had an issue on Father's Day, but we will not bring our issues to public. However, let me pose it like this. Because we have friends and we're in relationships, so like relationship doesn't mean like friendship relationships and stuff like that. When it comes to gifting somebody, is it the thought that matters, or is it knowing what the person likes? Let me just phrase it like that. Is it a thought that matters? What's most important? Is it thought, or is it knowing? Because like nowadays, when you're going for a wedding, because kitambo, you will find you have like 6 different sets of cups. So like they used to bring cups and everything. But nowadays, when you're invited to Andy, kindly give me money.
Yeah.
I will buy what I want. I don't know if that's okay, but it's the audacity of this generation, the 21st. I don't know if it's the audacity that they are, I don't know. But what do you guys think? Should you ask, or is it the thought that matters? Stemming from the discussion we had.
For me, if it's someone who's like, for example, a husband or a boyfriend, or people that I consider to be like close friends, or my close circle, the thought will not count. It will, excuse you, that's what I mean. If Odasi had a face, it will be you. It's not the thought that counts. Because one, the things that I keep on saying I want, because I'll put them out there in the air. So I expect you to know what I want. Now, maybe out of Kisha, maybe it's something expensive out of Kisha, but that's not the only thing I mentioned. There are other things. For someone now who's not like my close friend, who's just a friend and wants to gift me, and maybe they don't give me something that I want, that one I will say thank you, the thought counts. Because I never expected it from you. Mtu mwenye karibu na mimi aniletea hapa socks, the thought counts. Excuse you by the way. No.
But ni season ya baridi sahi socks inakufaa.
Anasikia kusema hata socks hata boots. Hata boots ni functional. Like that's why I want boots. Why really socks? Why? Yes, that's just me. That's just true.
But well, of course, close peeps lazima somehow they kind of have to know what to gift. But then again, a gift. This is my idea. This is how I'm looking at it. A gift should be a sentiment. Should have a sentimental value, kinda. It's something that enyeneza kaa probably 2 years later and think, wow, I received this from this person.
Right.
So let me say I give you flowers, but yeah, flowers are, but unapatia nani flowers exactly? Unanipatia flower and I am not a person mwenye akona vase kwa nyumba and then I'll put it and nikumbuke okay this was like exactly like kuna those you do not really when you know a person when you know a person it is easy to gift someone you know but someone you do not really know like that afadhali umpatie pesa ile ajinunue. That this is my opinion. Give them money, they go buy what they want to get. But honestly, but this is a very low but it's a but. Gifts shouldn't be because of you want or really. What I want would really mean most, but to the person giving the gift, it's out of the depth of their heart. So and when why not? Exactly, why not? Just jumping into the shoes of the gifter. Yeah.
Give us logic.
No, I think it's a two-way. It's a two-way thing. It depends if how close this person is first, but also just as FirebrandNation said, but also depends with there are these people who maybe they're your friends. You're not really like friends. They're not very close, but you guys are peers and you relate up to a certain level.
Right.
And then maybe they've never bought you a gift. You get. So if they bring it for the first time, to me, I value that. Like if it's your first time to bring a gift, then I would see, I would see it as a big thing. And also, just to borrow what you said, rather asked, it's more of the thought. To an extent, sometimes it's more also of the thought for a person who is a bit distanced. You get that they even thought of getting you something. Maybe you didn't really like the thing, but the fact that they thought to get it to get it for you, it means they have a value for you. So I would appreciate it. Not that I would use it. Maybe, for example, going by the example of the socks. Probably it's not her color. It's not her design.
Not her taste.
Yeah, not her taste. But she would even put the socks somewhere.
Or hang it.
Hang it somewhere. Not really wear it, but hang it somewhere and say, this socks, so and so bought this socks. So I value because they even thought of buying it. You get. But now as they become more closer, they now get to understand what you require, what you need, you get. But for the first time, you don't refuse the gift. That's why they say...
you don't trash it.
Yeah, you don't trash it. There's a saying either in Swahili or English that says you don't choose the gift or something. There's something about the gift. Where once you're given the gift, take the gift. Yeah.
The silence.
So, and speaking from experience, I'll still pull this through. So, in our youth forum,
Yes.
So this one day the men decide it's Women's Day.
Mothers.
It's Mother's Day. So they decide let's do something maybe unique for them. And they decide to get flowers. They get flowers and they present the flowers in a very romantic way. You know, these are our sisters and these are they are in our surrounding. These are the women we see every day. So we decide let's get them flowers.
Yeah.
So what happened?
So it's only like 2 of them.
Who say thank you?
Not even saying thank you. Who actually took the flowers with them.
Cool.
Immediately the function ended, they left the flowers on their seats. Some of them even.
You know, you're saying flowers and people might think like you gave us a bunch. Please
No.
a stand of a flower, a stem of
Still, you could tell there's this one lady that really appreciated that. Like she really took it as something big. But we not only, the intention wasn't just giving the flower. The intention was showing the love. Because even the way we gave the flower was so romantic. Like it had some affection. You get?
Okay.
So for me,
I get you.
and that's what I'm saying, that like for the first time, if someone gifts you something for the first time, even if you don't need it, do not just trash it. Take it, go. If you have to trash it, go trash it in your home, in your home place, somewhere they wouldn't feel hurt. Yeah.
And let me be very logical. If it's one out of the couple number of ladies that were given, so clearly a survey should have been done before to just check what they need.
Right.
I'm just being logical.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, I get you.
But I'm just being logical. I feel like if that's the case, and which I actually agree, because if it's the first time and I don't really understand, know what you like, I'd expect somebody to appreciate, because at that point the thought counts. But if it is 1 out of 22 or 3 out of 22 people, clearly a survey should have been done without having emotions attached. Because at the end of the day, you can't really charge somebody to either like or not like a gift. That's where all our different personalities come
Right,
in.
but what that makes is when you give someone a gift and you realize they didn't appreciate it. It's not even about how small or big it is. It's about the appreciation. If they don't, sometimes it might, to some people, cause them not to have that desire to gift someone anymore.
I feel like your lack of survey is an excuse for you men not to give the ladies a gift again. Because let me tell you something. You cannot, or you're those people who will say the means has to justify the end or whatever aspect goes. Because I feel like if you're gifting someone who is new, like you didn't gift something ever before, I'd rather gift them something that has longevity. Thank you. Yeah, than something that will die. So what if the ladies appreciated? Okay, your flower by 2 days in your
Right.
getting. So the fact that most of them did not appreciate the lesson should not have been to deter you people away. Should have been to be like, okay, sour. Not most ladies like flowers.
Yeah.
So next time, let's up our game. And that is one thing I feel, especially for men who are either in relationships or they're married or whatever. What they gift their significant other gifts that they think they will like.
Right.
And that is our whole issue. Give somebody a gift that you know they will like, not what you think. Because at the end of the day, the one who's going to be disappointed, and you're the one who's going to pull back, and the lady will be like, you never gift me, so what's right? Then you could jump on be excuse, oh, see, leo likata, oh, see, finally, oh.
Well, yeah.
To say that.
Yeah, just to add on what Firebrand Jane has said, just to add on that, let's say, as in gifting is a cycle. You gift me, I gift you, right? So weighed against what you received from the women, from your, I wanted to
Sisters.
Now, brother Firebrand Joshua, what you received from your sisters, anyway. Was weighed against that. Imagine the thought that okay, what you received might not have been what you wanted or expected, but remember, what you received was something that in actual life lazima one in a week utaiva. You will wear that, like socks, utava socks. Now you understand there was thought put to it, not as the one giving gifts, but the one receiving.
I actually tend to disagree.
Yes, and then we move forward.
The reason why I disagree is so maybe someone is watching and is wondering what.
Yeah.
So the ladies, when it came to men, they gifted the men socks. So when it came the socks, they're not really like happy socks, because they are not like happy socks. Because like the socks I got,
It feels
for
like
me,
a counseling session.
for me, for the guys, some of the socks, some of the socks were not. They were not. Some of us, it was not like our
Choice
our choice socks. Because for me, I've never put on those socks. But I put them somewhere very, very. I look at them and I'm like,
And you
these people. I appreciate
Yeah,
what
they
they
thought of
did.
you.
You
Yeah, they
have
thought-
the opportunity to look at that thing and
It's okay,
remember.
which is okay. It's about the thought.
Okay.
These people actually thought about getting men something they can wear, like the socks. That's the thought. And I was thinking if the same thing would happen, like once you receive the flowers, maybe they could. It's not even about just the thought, because most of the people you could get, like they had. Some of them had that, like, and they just thought of buying us flowers.
Yes.
You get? And I feel in relationships and marriages, that's the
That being the case study.
Yeah, that's the worst thing, because this is the first time. So maybe you tell these people, or you tell your significant other that maybe next time I would prefer this. You get? But I appreciated this. And that's most of the time you will get men complaining that they're not either the lady is not understanding them. But the main thing, and this I would tell my fellow Firebrand ladies, that appreciating is one of the things that makes men know, like, I want to stick in this house, in this relationship. It's one of the things that my woman appreciates me, such that I may not have that standard that they want, but they appreciate what I give. And this will propel the guy to go an extra mile. This thing gives a man, I don't know, it's like a boost in terms of motivation, morale. It gives them a different, I don't know, but the men can tell us on the comment section. Yeah, it
Since
really
you're the only
does.
guy, actually.
Yeah, I think I'm the only guy. Actually, sina mtu akunitetea, lakini the men out there, they can attest.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I think this time we have been ditched, but let me not ask, let me reverse roles. What happens when a guy does not remember? Because there's also an issue of, because now the thought counts, but then the usually happens, because I guess not today it's about relationships. What happens when, because most of the time it's the guy who forgets your birthday. What usually happens with that? Either a birthday or anniversary, or just something with regards to that. Yeah, so what's up? I don't know. Oh, I don't know.
That is a friend, that's not a boyfriend. I give that chance for friends to forget. Not a boyfriend or husband.
Oh, God. Utangoja.
That's Jane.
Like you're done with like that's a friend.
That's on period. I don't
Now, if
know.
men don't remember even their own birthdays,
But that's not an excuse. But that's not an excuse.
Thank you.
Because at the end of the day, the fact that we are in a relationship, but I shouldn't be biased, but just allow me to be biased. That's what she said. That's a friend. That's because it's not the reason why it's called a relationship is because there are some things that are significant. So in terms of dates and things like that.
and those are the things that will cause you to get hurt in relationships.
Yes.
They will cause you, and if you don't, you know, there are things in relationship that you learn to live with. There are things you learn to live with. I've seen relationships where the guy is the calendar of the family. Of the family, like for my dad has been the calendar of the family. My mom doesn't remember most of the things, but my dad is that person. He will remember every date. He remembers up to the time, the minutes, but my mom doesn't. And my dad has learned to live with it. Such that, and I think in a relationship, you just have to learn how to, like, you will get. Have you not seen a guy? Have you not seen in a family where the dad is asking the mom, so like, what age is our firstborn? Yeah.
True.
It happens. I mean.
But then again, I wouldn't want to collectively, as in make and everyone's relationship. But I think you should just know your person. If your person ni ule mse mwenye you just as in if you forget these important dates,
That's it for you.
rafiki, habari yako.
Habari.
Uko kwa friend zone. But if you
Must be
Till
nice.
next
and then-
anniversary.
Exactly.
We'll
so
be friends.
You remember?
So once you know, actually I was telling Firebrand Jane, I think one of these fine days that when you know your person at a catch, once you do not remember these important dates, make it a point to put a reminder on your phone or
Right.
do something that will remind you.
I actually agree.
And if they do not care for such, well, and
Yeah.
you do not care for such,
Must be nice.
exactly,
friends,
like
must be
we
nice.
are it's okay. Kama both of us do not care for dates and all, then we cool. But if your partner really cares for these things, then find a way. If you're forgetful ama if uko na tendency ya kusahau na hautaki kukasirishana, then find a way to kumbuka. Make some reminders somewhere on your phone, Google Maps. Well,
For
Google
the
Maps
venue,
for
for the
places
venue.
where you were, like where did we meet? Okay.
Right.
And it just make something that will be your backup plan.
To add on Antonia's point, for me, not in a relationship, for me with my grandmother, for the longest time, she never remembered my birthday dates. So it was until like a lot of people like family or my friends who are gonna numbers out put me on status. You atakuja kusema birthday, happy birthday, or maybe she would even say that night or the next day asubuhi. So I kept before it was I think 2019. My birthday for 2019, I kept on insisting. Try. Yani kuanzia December. Birthday yangu inakuja. On 2019, she was the first person at 6 a.m. She came and told me happy birthday. First person. So yeah, also as Antonia said, I was just adding. Also keep putting things out in the air.
Right.
Even gifts that you want, put them there.
Right.
Whenever they want to do that information, catch
them-
it,
let them-
and baki hapo until they catch it.
Release it to the atmosphere.
Hey.
To the universe.
Yeah.
And then the universe.
But also you how you put it out still matters, such that it doesn't feel like you're exerting pressure on somebody. But I agree. Consistent reminders will make someone remember. Will make someone at least they will, and especially if like you did the first year, you tell them, my birthday is coming. So the next time they wouldn't want to, and also borrowing a leaf from her, that if it's someone you love and you don't want to hurt them, you don't want to see them, if it's something that makes them mad, then you'll have to cram the dates if you have to. Not for you, but for them. Like for the sake of sleep at night in that house.
And not for me, it's for you.
Yeah, not for me, for you.
For you. Away from relationships. Let's bring again Christian. I was watching a YouTube video. If you know Wendy Williams, I'm sure you all know her. How you doing? Yeah, how you doing? So she happened to bash another amazing actress called Tabitha, and her response, and because she's Christian, her response was one of the most, because Wendy Williams is undergoing a divorce, and then so she happened to touch on the celebrities' marriage. So that moving aside, so as Christians, because Tabitha was a Christian, as Christians, are we given a way of how you're supposed to lash? Are we even supposed to lash? Let me start from there. Because the reason now you're supposed to be Christians is because you're supposed to have a different spectrum of how you answer questions and things like that. So as Christians, how far? Because people really get really offensive. But how far, especially even in media, because we're now in a media age, how far should a Christian answer? Are they allowed to answer? Or is there just to be Christ-like and be like, if you slap me here, or yeah, you can slap this other side? What do you all think?
Hiyo page imeraruka kwa Bible mingi.
Zile Biblia zilichomeka, hiyo ndo part ilichomeka.
It's like the Bible was revised. The Bible was revised.
Give me your comments as we end the show.
For me, and when you're a Christian, you're emulating Christ, right? we are human beings. I'm not disregarding that. But then again, there is this, Nini, I think it's part of the scripture that if any one of these fall because of you, something, yeah, you know how that scripture goes. It's if any of these young ones are sin, kwa sababu wewe a mature Christian, you're sinning, then woe unto you, the Christian. And then again out here, you also remember Kirk Franklin when he need his son. And yes, we are not disregarding that he's a human being, but as Christians, to go held in a certain regard. Yeah, and not kwa sababu ati they are wrong to hold us that way. Even the scripture implores us to act that way. Let's just put Jesus kwa the stand. Ako hapo. Jesus actually, just to digress kiasi, was a very. Have you ever seen Jesus answer people kwa Bible? Very.
Hakuwa shade man.
So we do this shade.
So, but let's put him out there in terms of actions.
Okay.
Kwa sababu hakuna venye utaniambia mimi nifanye kitu as a Christian while you as a Christian keep on doing contrary to what you're preaching. It's what people usually tell wanasemanga about Christians, ati Christians they wanakaa holier than thou, lakini ukiwapata hapa nje sinners upon sinners. So we are supposed to, kama hiyo, probably she would have angekaa chini ya relax kwanza.
She did though.
Sometimes we really, like, you don't sit and think, okay, so who am I? How am I supposed to address this? We do not sit to think first. Tunakwanga tu.
Actually, in her case, she thought and she shared it, like, but in a very parabolic way. She just did. She did it the Christian way, shared, but very calm down. Let me allow you 1 minute and then I end the show.
For me, I think, as Antonia said, just to add kidogo, that sometimes people think that we are Christians, so lazima, like, tuko hapo kukanyagiliwa. Because I think when William said that, maybe in the back of her mind she knew maybe she will not answer in this particular way or whatever. So in certain situations as Christian, I think sometimes you don't need to answer. You get in the same way Akina Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, when the king said, you worship this God, whatever, they said, we don't need to answer you concerning this matter. If God is our God, he will save us. If he doesn't, he's still God. You get it? Sometimes you don't need to answer. But there are other times, so that you can put your foot down concerning some other things, you can answer. But as you're answering, answer with wisdom. Even if Jesus threw shade, there was wisdom behind it. You get it? Because he was not just answering to throw a negative vibe. He was answering to bring out a point. You get it? And after he brought that point, no one else was talking there, because I've put my foot down. That's it. Yeah. So as we're being told to turn this cheek, this other cheek, just don't turn it blindly that you continue getting hurt. Right. You're turning it knowing why you're turning it. You're turning it knowing what wisdom you're using in that particular situation. That's all I would say.
Yeah, and you're not turning because you're stupid.
Yes.
Yeah, I would also maybe say almost the same. First, you ask yourself, why am I answering? Yeah, because if answering will actually change the situation, it's good to answer. But if you sit down and realize, like, answering will just not change anything, then don't answer. Yeah, it's so for a Christian, I think you answer depending on the situation and what change, what the impact, calculating what's the impact, because there are demons that you have to talk to them. I mean, you just have to talk to them for them as a Christian, for them to go silent. Otherwise, they will keep on popping every time. Yeah, but also the Bible says you can get angry as long as you don't sin. So getting out there and becoming real sometimes is also permitted. Just get out as long as you don't sin and you don't you don't use depending on the language you use, the curse word. Go out there, you can slap some few people. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining me. I think those answers I don't need to add anything more. But I'd ask you should do a survey, as they should have done a survey for giving us gifts. We should do surveys before you answer. And I agree. Do with wisdom and
We did.
And actually agree, in every situation, there needs to be wisdom.
Right.
That's all the time we had. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm really excited. Put it down in the comment section. As a Christian, is it one chick, the other chick? You can also, like the disciple who cut the ear. What's your
Anasema ati kazi-
what's your stand?
ati kazi ya kurudisha masikio ni ya Yesu. Mimi ni kubeba panga.
I ended at that point. And until next Monday, love God, love others passionately. God bless.
Adios.
Hi guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you would like to join the Firebrand Nation movement, go to our website at www.firebrandnation.com, sign up and someone will get in touch with you. Also follow us on our social media handles at Firebrand Nation on Instagram and YouTube, and Firebrand and Firebrand Nation KE on Facebook. Remember to love God and love others passionately.